Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. Today's video is going to be a ginormous Sephora and Ulta haul. I don't think I've ever done like a combined haul from both Sephora and Ulta, but I thought it would be perfect today because I've been stockpiling a bunch of things I've been getting from both stores that are holiday palettes or kits or things like that that are specific for the holidays, and I thought it'd be perfect timing to do this since I've been running out of room in these bags and I wanted to show you guys all what I've been picking up. This is going to be the first part. I think I'm going to have a second part coming soon because there's still a lot of stuff that I want to get my hands on. So I wanted to mention there are so many products out there, and this season I'm only going to be genuinely buying what I want to purchase for my collection and what I want to review for myself. I know there's a lot of controversy with people buying things just to review it for their channel and returning it. I don't roll that way. I honestly want to buy products that I'm going to be using and hopefully keeping in my collection because I like them. So these are all things that I've been wanting and eyeing for a very long time since I saw them on Instagram or sneak peeks or things like that. So I'm really excited to have these here. There's still so much out there that I want that is still not released yet, so you guys will probably see a part 2 to this video. So I first started picking up things during the holiday early access for VIB Rouge members, which they should have given me a bigger bag because this thing is ginormous. And then I also have made a couple trips to Ulta, so I have this bag as well. If you guys want to see different videos on certain things in here, please leave them down below. I'd be happy to do that for you all. But if you want to see everything that I picked up from Sephora and Ulta for the holidays, then just keep on watching. The first thing I picked up is the Sephora Blushed Bronze and Ready to Glow palette. I first saw this on the Sephora app. I think it's religious that I check both the Sephora app and the Ulta app every morning when I wake up because things drop randomly and at random times, so it's kind of funny that I just constantly look at that thing every day to see what's new. But I saw this on the Sephora app one morning and I was like, ooh, I'm interested. This is beautiful. This is only $32 for a $96 value. This is what it looks like. So it has a cool blush, a warm blush, a bronzer, and a highlighter in here. If you open it up, you have this gorgeous mirror that actually folds out and it has face kits in there. And then this is what the palette looks like with those powders. Look at the embossing of the geometric shapes on there. I thought it was absolutely beautiful. So this is the cool blush, the warm blush, the bronzer, and the highlighter. I love Sephora's products. I love their powders. I'm actually wearing one on my face right now, but you're getting 0.26 ounces of product in each one of these, and that's a crap ton of product. You're getting a lot of product for your money, which is awesome, and Sephora products do not disappoint. The other Sephora item that I picked up is the More Than Meets the Eye palette. This is an eyeshadow palette. It looks like this. This was $36. It says it's a $145 value. So this is what the packaging looks like. It has that same kind of mirror and you're going to be able to stand it up somehow, and it has different looks in there. But this is what the palette looks like. It doesn't have very many warm tones, which I was kind of hoping it was, but there aren't very many in there, which is fine. It's just gonna kind of put me out of my comfort zone and try something new. But I love how they made the kind of neutral tones a lot bigger because that's what you go through the most. There's a nice range of cool tones in here up in this corner right there, and then some pops of color, which I think is absolutely beautiful. I love the Sephora eyeshadow, so hopefully this does not disappoint. So next from Sephora, I got a Big Daddy palette. This is the Christmas in New York chocolate shot palette from Too Faced. I get this every year. I think I've had the last 2 years, so this is the third one I picked up. I like collecting these. They're just something that I like picking up every holiday. So this is what the palette looks like. It has the Christmas in New York. It's pink. It has a nice little bow at the top. You open up the top and then it kind of folds open like this. You have the cutest little scene. Too Faced always does the cutest packaging for the holidays. So that is where all the deluxe size samples are going to be. You're getting a deluxe size sample of the Melted Chocolate Lipstick, a Better Than Sex mascara, and a Shadow Insurance. The palette is obviously what I'm most excited about, and so when you open it up, it looks like the same packaging on the outside. You have the scene, and then this is what the eyeshadows look like. You have a gorgeous highlighter, a bronzer, and a blush in there, as well as a bunch of different eyeshadow shades. Quite interesting too, because I've heard a lot of different reviews and mixed reviews about this. A lot of people aren't very happy with their palette that they got this year, and it can be a hit or miss for some of the shades. And it's actually quite interesting because this palette is actually made in the US, just like all the other Too Faced products, which unfortunately most of the time a lot of companies will outsource their products and their ingredients to China to mass produce for the holidays. This one is actually made in the US, but I'm really excited to use this and have this in my collection. Again, I collect the ones every year, so I'm really excited to be having this one this year. So the next palette I picked up from Sephora, this is a Sephora exclusive just like that other Too Faced one. This is the Tarte Pretty Paint Box Collector's Makeup Case palette. Again, this is a Sephora exclusive. I picked up last year, so I wanted to pick up this year's. Is what this packaging looks like. Look how pretty the geometric designs are. This is kind of the overall design for all of their holiday stuff, I believe. I like this one a lot more than last year's because it doesn't have a zipper. This is so much nicer because it has a magnetic closure, which is so much easier. It just seems more friendly to me. You have all of the beautiful eyeshadows on this side, and then this side you have a blush, highlighter, bronzer, and contour. This year they made a little like compartment so nothing's gonna move around if you are traveling. So you open it up, you have a really really nice mirror in there as well. And then you get a Tarte mascara, a liner, and then a glossy lip paint that are deluxe size samples in there. So that is what the palette looks like. You have a bunch of beautiful shades. A lot of these shades have my name written all over it, so I'm excited to have this one this year. Next, from Sephora, I picked up a lip gloss. This is the Bite Beauty lip gloss in the color Gold. Wait till you guys see this. This is a cream lip gloss, but it has tons of sparkles in there. This is what the lip gloss looks like. I'm gonna have to swatch this for you because this is unreal. So that is what the swatch looks like of this. Look at how insane that is. This is like on another level of glitter, gloss, pigment, beautifulness in a tube. This is just absolutely gorgeous. I also picked up a couple highlighting palettes. The first one is this Urban Decay Naked Illuminated Trio. A lot of people don't seem to like these powders as much as I do. I actually like these powders a lot, not just for like my highlight on my cheekbones, but for like my décolleté and overall like body shimmer if that's something I'm interested in. There's 3 shades in here and it has a little mirror. This is what it looks like. You have a bronzy shade and a champagne shade and then more of like a peachy shade. It also comes with a little brush in there that's double-sided, which I probably won't use. These aren't very pigmented, just like their other powders. They're supposed to just give you a light wash of glitter. If you don't like glitter, this is not going to be the product for you, but I love the way this looks on my skin, so I knew I had to pick this up. The other highlighting palette that I picked up is by Stila. This is the Starlight Star Bright highlighting palette. You can find this at Sephora. This one is really interesting because when I swatched this in the store, it reminded me of ColourPop, which I love the ColourPop formula to kind of layer underneath my powder highlighters, and this was something so new from Stila that I've never felt before, which is awesome. I think they're coming out with these in a single version soon, but this is the one with all 3 shades in it. You're getting 3 different colors in here, which are absolutely gorgeous. A beautiful mirror. I love the sturdiness of this packaging. So this is in the color Transcendence. This is Kitten, which is like one of their most popular shades, and then this one is Bronze. So there is Transcendence, the light one, and then this is Kitten. They're so interesting because they're glossy, but they're also really like powder feeling when you put them on the skin. They're very, very interesting, and I have nothing like this in my collection that kind of turns from like that bouncy texture to kind of a powder when it's on the cheeks. So I'm really excited to have this, and I'm excited to try it out. I got a couple more eye palettes from Sephora. This first one is the Anastasia Master Palette by Mario. I'm so happy to have gotten my hands on this. I actually waited until it released on Sephora's website because it released a couple days earlier on the Anastasia website, and I was so tempted to get it with the glow kit, but I was like, you know what? I want to wait for Sephora. I have free 2-day shipping with them. This baby sold out on the Anastasia website pretty quickly, and I was like, there's no way I'm missing this thing. This has gotten rave reviews, and I'm so excited. I think this is going to be my favorite palette from her, and you guys know I love the Modern Renaissance palette, but this just looks absolutely stunning. So the packaging looks just like the outside, and then this is what the colors look like. They're so pretty. They're very, very neutral tones, so this is definitely going to be like an everyday palette, but I love the mix of shimmers and satins and mattes in here that they're so beautiful, and you can create so many different looks with this. I think this is going to be one of the best-selling holiday palettes this year, so if you want to get your hands on this, I would definitely recommend doing it ASAP, but this palette is gorgeous. Kind of going along that Anastasia palette, I also picked up the limited edition liquid lipsticks in the color Allison. This color is absolutely gorgeous. It just looks like this, no special packaging or anything. This is probably one of the most comfortable matte lipsticks that I have right now. I don't know if she changed the formula, but for some reason this dries so nicely, so evenly. It's not streaky, it's pigmented, it's not dry on the lips. It feels very hydrating as well, and it also lasts so long. I had such a hard time scrubbing this off my lips, but this color just screams fall, and I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of use out of this because it's not super vampy like the one I'm wearing, but it's still very everyday appropriate. It just has that kiss of fall in it, and I absolutely love this. I also went ahead and picked up the Kat Von D Metal Matte Palette. This thing is huge. I don't know what I was expecting, but this is like palette and a half because our other palettes are like this big. This thing is ginormous. It's like bigger than my face. It's huge. I'm so excited about this. This thing is so cool. I love the artwork of this. So it says metal, and then when you flip it over it says matte. Like, how cool is that? I could do this all day and be like metal, matte, metal, matte. This is the standard cardboard packaging that Kat Von D always releases, but you have this gorgeous size mirror. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my god, it's so pretty. So this top row is all of the kind of intense metallic shadows, and you have the entire bottom row with a range of different colors in matte shades, which are so stunning. This reminds me a lot, of course, of the My Vida Loca palette from last year's edition, but if you did not get your hands on that, please, please, please pick this up. You will not be disappointed with this palette. It's absolutely gorgeous. Her metallic shadows are unreal, and also her mattes blend out like a dream, just like all the other products from her that I love. So this is a necessity in my opinion. I'm so happy I got this. I have another highlighting palette. This is the Laura Mercier Fall in Love Face Illuminator Collection palette. This was a $58 palette, which is quite expensive, but I believe her individual illuminators, which I have 2 of them, are $46, and you're getting 4 of them, which are quite small. You're gonna be able to try all the different colors if you didn't want to buy just one of them. It has a gorgeous leopard print on the top, and then when you open it up, it has a gorgeous mirror. It has all 4 of the powders there. So you are getting Indiscretion, which is this one, Addiction, which is the gold, Devotion, which is the lighter one, and then Seduction, which is the bronzy one. But I do like these powders. I think these are a little bit better than the individual ones she released in her collection because I feel a little bit more buttery and smooth to the touch. But this would be a great deal if you wanted to try out all 4 of her powders and not have to buy one individually for $46. Again, this is $58. Are getting all 4 of them in this cute little packaging. I did pick up a couple blush palettes. The first one is by Tarte. This is their Color Wheel Amazonian Clay blush palette. I get this every year. It's gorgeous, but this year it's very different packaging than what you're probably used to. This looks very similar to the Tarte's contour kit, but you're getting 10 deluxe size samples of the blushes. These are not full size like the other ones have been in years past, but you are getting 10 shades, which is amazing. The bottom shades are definitely more cool toned and mauve, and you have a highlighter in this side, and then the top shades have more of the warm coral pinky toned, and you also have a highlighter in this side as well. But I love how simplistic this is. So this is amazing. I love the Amazonian Clay formula, which is beautiful from Tarte, so I would highly recommend this palette if you have not picked it up already. The other blush palette I picked up is Huge, and I'm so excited about this. If you love blush, and if you love highlight, and if you love big palettes like this, go run to Ulta and pick this up. This is the Smashbox Light It Up LA Lights palette for contour, blush, and highlight. Look how big this is. This is so gorgeous. This is only $39. It's $144 value. You're getting blush size pans that are the size of like MAC or Makeup Geek or anything like that, and the packaging is absolutely gorgeous. You can even keep this because it's an acrylic box. Look at how gorgeous, big, matte, sleek this is. I love it so much. And then you open this up and the products inside, the colors are absolutely beautiful. I have a couple Smashbox blushes and I love them. I haven't really tried too many of their other powders, but if you are a makeup artist or you again love collecting blush palettes like me with a bunch of highlighters in them, it's only $39 and you are getting a huge amount of product in here. You are getting 3 different color highlighters in here. You have a coral one, a berry one, and a gold, and then you have a bronze shade, and then you also have 5 different blushes. There's a beautiful mix of different colored blushes in here. So again, if you love blush, run to your Ulta. This was the last one that I found in stock at my Ulta. I know these are selling very fast and the reviews online are amazing. So if you wanted to try this out and you've been eyeing it for a while, I would definitely pick it up. While I was at Ulta, I also saw that Tarte released a new contour and highlight palette, which I love the one I had from a couple years ago. And this is like limited edition shades in this palette, which is awesome. So this is their Double Duty Beauty line. It says, "Don't be afraid to dazzle" on the front with the gorgeous little stars. It's really hard to show you this packaging because it's so bright. You open it up, you have a huge size mirror as well as a highlighting powder and a contour powder, and these are new shades again, so they are limited edition. This contour looks like a beautiful neutral toned contour that's not too cool, not too warm. This is also a gorgeous champagne color. These are swatching super nicely. Those are the 2 shades right there. The highlight is not super in your face of a really like intense highlighter, but it still gives your face a nice glow from what it looks like. And then that contour powder again is the perfect kind of like cool tone but not super ashy and still neutral toned contour. So I think I'm gonna absolutely love this and get a lot of use out of this palette. I already made a video on this palette, but after that video my cat went on my desk, knocked over my palette, and it fell on my hardwood floor and shattered so many of the colors in there. So I went to Ulta the day this released and picked up a new one. This is the Lorac Mega Pro 3. I was so sad that this shattered. I did make a video on this. If you guys haven't seen it, I'll leave a link down below, but I'm gonna try and keep this palette as neat and clean as I can because this is so gorgeous. Definitely out of every single palette that I have hauled so far, I think this one and the Anastasia one are the 2 that everyone should go run out and get and add to their collections because they're so wearable. And I did show you guys a comparison with this palette and the other 2 that they came out with in past years, and I feel like this palette is definitely the most wearable for all seasons year round to pull off, which is why I think this is going to be an amazing deal, and this was only $59. I also picked up another Too Faced Christmas in New York palette. This is the Grand Hotel Cafe, which has the 3 mini palettes inside of it. I actually did not pick this one up last year, but I thought that the colors in these palettes were gorgeous, so I wanted to pick it up. This is what the packaging looks like. It looks like a little hotel. It's so cute. It actually folds outwards, so it opens up like this. You're gonna have a deluxe size sample of the Better Than Sex mascara in there. I think I have like 20 of these by now. And then you also have have the 3 little palettes, which are super cute. This is also a great gift idea if you wanted to gift these to 3 different people because they each have a to and from on the back. So I think it's super awesome that they were able to let people buy one kit and then gift it to 3 different people. So you have an eggnog latte, peppermint mocha, and a gingerbread cookie palette. These are supposed to be scented. I don't really think that they smell like they're supposed to. They do smell like sweet something, but this is the eggnog latte palette. You can just see how beautiful these shades are. I love the blush in here. It's a bright coral. You also have a beautiful like emerald green called Central Park, and this one, which I'm probably most excited about, is called Cold Brew. It's like a really gorgeous neutral toned brown with a bunch of shimmer in there, so I'm really excited about this one. I think the palette that this kit actually really sold me on was the Peppermint Mocha one because of the colors in this. This is what the inside of Peppermint Mocha looks like. It's so pretty. You have a bunch of pinks and maroons, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I love the sprinkles color. Coffee chip Christmas one is going to be a beautiful one, and this blush called Santa Baby is so bright. I think this is really beautiful for like an all-around look with these colors, so this is my favorite one. Doesn't really smell like peppermint. It smells like sweet chemicals to me. And then the last one you're getting in this kit is called Gingerbread Cookie, which is definitely a neutral lover's dream. So this is what the colors in Gingerbread Cookie look like. You have a bronzer in this one instead of a blush. You have a really cool frosty lilac pink with a bunch of shimmer in there. And you have some golds and neutral browns in there, which is really good for an everyday look. So I really like this one. I think, again, I'm going to be getting a lot of use out of each one of these palettes, which is why I wanted to pick it up. And then last but not least, I knew I had to pick this up when I saw it on Sephora. I don't know if they do this all the time during the holidays, but I know that this is not a permanent item. I love the Urban Decay All Nighter Settings Mist, and I actually just ran out of one. It's like one more use in that bottle and I'm done. So I knew I needed to pick some more up, and I saw that they had a duo on the Sephora website, so I wanted to pick it up. The price of this is equivalent to I think 1 setting spray, but you're getting 2 of them, and they are full-size setting sprays. So if you need to stock up on setting spray, or if you want to buy one for your friend, it's pretty much buy one get one free when you buy the duo like this. I would highly recommend it. This is my all-time favorite setting spray. It just makes my makeup last so much longer during the day, so this is a holy grail and I knew I had to pick this up. Alright, so that's it for this video. I hope you all really enjoyed it. Thank you all so much for sticking to the end. I know it was long. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't already. And again, please let me know down below if you want to see any other in-depth reviews or videos or Snapchats regarding any of these palettes or products that I picked up in this video. I love you all so much, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye!